Hey everybody, welcome back to Sincerely Legenia. In today's video, I am making a Mediterranean stir-fry bowl that is full of vegetables, Mediterranean seasonings, and spices. It is so delicious and you're going to want to stick around and watch. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to get a couple of things here at Aldi. I'm hoping they'll have everything that I need. Let's run on in really quickly and see what ingredients they have, and hopefully this will be our only stop. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get started with this Mediterranean stir fry. Very easy recipe. Let's put it together really quickly. So the first thing I'm going to do is season these delicious ribeye steaks with some Mediterranean seasoning. If I don't have a Mediterranean seasoning blend, let me show you a trick that I always do to get that Mediterranean flavor all throughout whatever dish it is that I'm making. Greek and Mediterranean seasonings somewhat overlap each other. There are some differences though. So in Greek seasonings, you'll always have your oregano, which is used very heavily in Greek seasoning. You'll have, of course, your thyme, your onion powder. We're going to turn this Greek seasoning into a Mediterranean blend. And so this is usually how I'll do that, so I can give this Mediterranean bowl a total Mediterranean flair. So I'm gonna add about 3 tablespoons of my Greek seasoning to a bowl. Mediterranean seasoning, you'll find lots of cumin, paprika, coriander, cinnamon. My Greek seasoning already has some cinnamon in it. So what I'm going to do now is add a little bit of cumin to this blend. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of cumin to this blend. Got about a teaspoon there. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of coriander. I'm also going to add some paprika, about a tablespoon of paprika going in. These really strong and powerful ingredients, these spices, will definitely give my Mediterranean bowl that Mediterranean flair that we need. So again, in combination with the Greek seasoning, all I've added was some cumin, some paprika. I used a smoked paprika for this particular recipe. A regular paprika would be great, and also some coriander. Let me give it a little taste. Absolutely delicious. So now I have the perfect blend to go on these beautifully cut ribeye steaks. Let me show you what they look like. Here are my beautifully cut, thinly sliced ribeye steaks. I usually get these from Aldi. They're already sliced thinly and I love them. They cook up so easily and evenly. They are perfect. They're really great in the air fryer and they're gonna go wonderfully in this Mediterranean bowl. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and slice these up into strips. Then we're gonna season them and I'm just gonna let them sit in the seasonings while I chop up my vegetables and get everything else ready for the Mediterranean bowl. All right, so I've got my chopped ribeye here in the bag. Now to this bag, I'm going to add a drizzle of olive oil. All right, and that's about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm also going to add a low sodium soy sauce. All right, because my seasoning has quite a bit of salt in it. I don't want this to be too salty, of course. And then I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of our Mediterranean seasoning blend. So what we're going to do now is toss this around so that seasoning can get all throughout this ribeye steak. And we're just going to let this sit and marinate just for a few minutes while I'm chopping up my vegetables and getting all of my ingredients ready for the Mediterranean stir fry. Because this meat is sliced so thinly, it will not take a long time for all of that flavor to penetrate the meat so that it's ready to go when it's time to put it into that hot skillet. Here's just a little cook's tip. Whenever you're marinating any type of protein, any type of chicken, beef, or pork, lamb, whatever it may be, make sure you put it on a safe plate, that is nothing that is paper, and you put it at the bottom of your refrigerator. If you put it on the top shelf or the middle shelf, you risk the meat possibly dripping onto something else in your refrigerator and contaminating. You don't want any cross contamination. So just in case the bag starts to leak, if you put it on a safe plate, it will not seep through the plate onto anything else in your refrigerator. And if you put it on the very bottom shelf, you also do not risk it getting on anything else in your refrigerator. So take that little cook's tip and please, please use it. We want safe cooking in your kitchen. So I'm getting ready to put this in the refrigerator now, and then I'm gonna cut up my vegetables, and then we'll be back to cook this bad boy up. All right, I have a hot skillet here. The first thing I'm going to do is add some olive oil to the bottom of the skillet. And I am going to put our marinated beef right on in. Right out of the plastic bag, on into our hot skillet. This smells so good already.
Once my seasoned beef is cooked, I'm going to remove it from the pan and put it on a hot plate. Now we're going to go in with our aromatics. I'm going to start out with my onions. I'm going to let them cook until they become nice and tender. To help deglaze the bottom of my pan, I'm going to add a little bit of chicken stock, about 1/4 of a cup of chicken stock, to help with the deglazing process. So once my onions become tender, I'm now going to add my chopped garlic, and I'm going to let the garlic cook for approximately 30 to 45 seconds until it becomes fragrant. Next up, I'm going to add in those beautifully chopped vegetables. Look at all of those wonderful colors going in. We're going to season with some salt and pepper and then toss until it is coated in all of that seasoning and the onions and garlic in the pan already.
Okay, everyone, my Mediterranean stir-fry bowl is finished. Look at that. It is such a beautiful dish, in addition to being a delicious and healthy dish. So the last thing I'm gonna do to finish this off is add some feta cheese crumbles right on top. I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of feta cheese right on top of this. All right, everybody, here's the Mediterranean rice bowl. Now, I have paired this one with brown rice. You can put this bowl with pita bread or white rice, however you choose, or you can just eat the stir fry all by itself. Either way, it is delicious. So let's go ahead and give this one a taste. Make sure I get some of that feta cheese and all of those delicious vegetables. All right, there it is. So good. All right, guys, there you have it. Another delicious and easy recipe that is so very healthy and full of flavor. Your entire family is going to love this one, and it keeps well as leftovers. Well, friends, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this Mediterranean stir fry. It is so delicious. Once you try it, remember to come back, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about it. All right, I will talk to you guys next week. But until then, it is my prayer that you and your family have a blessed and a prosperous week. Till next time, bye.